Hello, my name is Hayley Barnard and I'm the lead strategist and managing director of Mixed Diversity Developers. I am privileged to get to speak to many organisations about the implicit value in both a diverse workforce and a diverse customer base. Whether I'm working one-to-one with a senior exec team or whether I'm speaking at a company conference to lots of delegates, you'll hear me talking about things like, well, what is the business case for diversity and inclusion? What difference is it really going to make in our businesses? And what's unconscious bias? What can we do about our biases? What are the practical steps we can take to make our working environments more inclusive? So I've put together this show reel. I hope it gives you a good idea of my presentation style. You'll see that I use quite a lot of stories, anecdotes, quite a lot of humour to try and really bring this subject to life. And please also stay tuned to the end where you'll get to see some stunning footage of an amazing diversity project that we did up in the Arctic Circle. So I hope I get to work with you soon. Take care.
You know, your brain is amazing. You've been looking at me for no more than a few seconds and already you know quite a lot about me. And this is what I love about the brain, its ability to work at lightning pace. See, I have a proper sized dog. Oh yeah. These people are not in my in crowd. As I hope I can show you, unconscious bias is a completely natural brain function. Men who share housework and childcare, you're happier, physically and psychologically healthier, and you have more sex. Let me give you the research on this one. Enough, they're not premeditated and they come out in kind of micro behaviours. So let's look at how these unconscious bias might actually manifest themselves in your workplace. I thought this was really good. The manager had a quiet word with the guy and said, "Why do you think you did that? Isn't that interesting that you gave the pen to the woman?" That phrase, isn't that interesting? That's a really good phrase to use in the unconscious bias space. I'll give you an example. This is GQ magazine. They have a man of the year every year, and then they decided to have a woman of the year. Hello, Lana Del Rey is naked. Now, this only looks really wrong when you do this. My third tip for catching yourself is to reflect back, like I did with the Arctic Challenge. It's actually quite uncomfortable when you realise you've been biased, but the only way to reduce bias is to take the unconscious and make it conscious. Thank you.
My company, Mixed Diversity Developers, took 15 women from the car industry to the Arctic Circle as a way of challenging gender stereotypes. Once we'd selected the 16 women that were going to come with us to the Arctic, then began the process of transforming them from desk-bound office workers through to polar explorers. We all trained really hard, and most of the women, despite having full-time jobs and children, they all managed to find about 12 hours a week to train. We even took them to one of Tesco's frozen distribution centres, where we were able to practice putting up tents and training at -21. The women were transformed by their experience, but the whole company was as well. Resilience is not some commodity we're born with, it's self-manufactured. And of course, when you go to somewhere like the Arctic or somewhere extreme, maybe your resilience speeds up a bit in its development. You have to be resilient to survive. But you don't have to go to the Arctic to learn resilience.